What's up, y'all? Welcome in. Happy Saturday. See if we can get some people on here today to join us. And today I'm going to talk about, I'm going to switch it up today, y'all. We're going to talk about how to get paid to be yourself, learning how to maximize personal branding. A lot of stuff that I've been doing for over the years because I want to talk about how to diversify your income, right? We talk about cleaning business a lot over here, but really I want this to be a general YouTube channel about entrepreneurship anyway. So we're going to jump into that. And give me 1 second. I'm going to give y'all a chance to jump on here with me. Drop where you at. Drop where you're checking in from. Let me know who's here. Let me know who here with me. Check in. Like, grab me something to drink real quick. We'll get this thing started. All right, y'all, I'm about to jump into this thing right now. Welcome. Happy Saturday to y'all. I won't be, actually, I might chill. It depends on how long we get into it, how good I get into it. But anyway, I said what I'm going to start doing is every Saturday I'm going to do, because actually we're going to start picking days to do different live segments, right? So every Saturday what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how to get paid to be yourself. So if y'all only here for the cleaning business stuff, this ain't for you. All right, but on Saturdays, we're going to come in here, we're going to talk about personal branding, making money online, and simply just getting paid to be yourself like I do every day, right? All right, so if you really like this type of content and you want more of it, make sure you check out my other channel, Get Paid to Be You, which I believe is the link right here I'm dropping in the comments right now. So I'm going to be dropping more content on that page, so make sure you check that page out. Called Get Paid to Be You, and I spell it with the number 2 instead of the word TO. All right, so make sure you check out that channel, and I'm checking to make sure that everything is good up here. Bam. So that's what we're gonna jump into today, y'all. Because truth be told, when I started my cleaning company, I talked about this a little bit earlier in the week. When I started my cleaning company, I had multiple sources of income. So even though I did walk off my job, I really didn't have like a whole bunch of savings in place. I didn't really have like a huge backup plan or nothing like that. Hold on, let me check something real quick. I remember last time I went live, I was using the wrong mic and I don't want it to sound bad again. Yep, I'm doing it again. Okay, that should be better for y'all. All right, so, but anyway, when I started my cleaning company, I walked dead off my job. I ain't really have a plan. I ain't have a bunch of savings, right? And then I know a lot of people try to do that and they copy me now, but the thing is, I was like, well, you know what? I got to start making sure that I remind y'all that I have multiple sources of income in place. So I want to talk about personal branding because personal branding was the main reason why I had multiple sources in place. I had a rental property, so that was one of my streams of income in addition to my cleaning business. But I also had other things. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen, and I want to present something to y'all real quick. So hold on, give me a second. And I want to show y'all why I think it's so important to build that personal brand. So let's do this. Let's talk about this one right here. Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Look like it's good. And I'm gonna move that background so it won't look so chaotic. And actually, how about that? Is that better? How about this layout right here? That's good enough. I'm gonna do this right here. All right, so I'm gonna play this little clip right here from Robert Kiyosaki. I found this a little while ago, and I told myself once I got back into the get paid to be you stuff, I was gonna share this clip with y'all. So listen to this part right here.
Would you rather have 10 million cash or 10 million extra social media followers, and why?
All right, so he asked Robert Kiyosaki. For those who don't know, by the way, Robert Kiyosaki is probably responsible for almost all of the new school people that got into entrepreneurship with his book, The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you never read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and you just get started in entrepreneurship, highly recommend it. It'll change your whole life. All right. But he asked him right here, he said, look, I'm going to rewind that back, make sure everybody got it.
Cash or 10 million cash or 10 million extra social media followers, and why?
And hopefully y'all can hear that. But 10 million cash or 10 million extra social media followers is what he just asked Robert Kiyosaki.
Oh, social media followers.
Why?
That's where money comes from.
So you see social media as an asset as well?
Oh, damn right.
Yeah.
So start right there. So he said that he would rather, and this Robert Kiyosaki is according to reports that I found as a billionaire. Okay. And he's saying that he would rather have 10 million followers, additional followers than what he already have now, than 10 million in cash. And then when the guy asked him why, he said, because that's where money comes from. Now, I want to break that down a little bit because you might say, well, what the hell? Followers don't always equal to dollars. Well, it doesn't unless you know what you're doing with them. And so a person like me, obviously, I know what I'm doing with them, right? And so what that basically means is, excuse me, something that I've been trying to shake this little book for I don't know how long now. But anyway, so what that basically means is when you got a bunch of followers, you got to know how to monetize them. So in other words, if you got a product, you can always sell that product if you got an audience. But if you got a product with no audience, you ain't nothing you can do with it, right? And then even if you got 10 million cash, if you don't know how to sell or if you ain't got nobody else to buy more from you, then you kind of stuck with that unless you know how to invest and then live off the interest from that investment. But for the most part, that's why he's saying he'd rather have the followers than the cash. All right. So I'm going to play that one more time. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear it too, because I got a couple more clips I'm going to show y'all too. So let me know in the comments if y'all can hear when I hit the play button on these clips. Let me rewind that back a little. I'm going to let it play a little bit more this time, though.
Oh, social media followers.
Why?
That's where money comes from.
So you see social media as an asset as well?
Oh, damn right.
Yeah.
What you're doing is very smart. I think that's one of the biggest gifts given the young people, social media.
Mm.
You know, I know women who make a lot of money selling. I don't know what they're selling, but
yeah.
I've been thinking about buying some.
So I'm gonna stop it there. That was mainly the main point I wanted y'all to get on this part. And I got another clip I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. But what he was basically saying was he want them followers, y'all. So a lot of y'all think that followers don't mean nothing. Y'all think that, oh, the internet is just the internet, it don't mean nothing, but it do. Okay. And that's why it's important to build your brand, because guess what? You can never go broke. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you for letting me know that. He said, thanks, bro, for helping and sharing. Absolutely. Shout out to Billy McPherson checking in. So, but you can never go broke as long as you know what you're doing. If you got a big follower, versus if you got a big cash, a wad of money, and you don't know what to do with it, you can go broke. Because guess what? Cash is not equal to cash flow. You got to have cash flow. So let's just say that's why, like, some people be like, if you hit the lottery and you get $1 million, it's best you become a millionaire. Otherwise, you don't get to keep the money. I believe it was who was it? I think it might have been Zig Ziglar who said that. But because if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to get $1 million and maintain $1 million and grow $1 million, then if somebody just hand you $1 million, guess what you're gonna do with it? The same thing you've always done with the money whenever you got it before. You're gonna spend it. You don't know how to multiply. You don't know how to flip it. You don't know how to reinvest, right? So I'm gonna show y'all another clip that and I'm gonna add this back to the stage. Hopefully my computer don't start freezing too, because I see a little bit of Yeah, like we got to go through it. So I might not do no more clips, y'all. Let's see what we got though. I'm gonna play this next one. Hopefully it'll play. If not, then I'll just finish it without the clips. But I got a good one from I got one more real good one I really want to show y'all though. And let me know if y'all in the chat. Let me know where you at. Let me know if you're here. Y'all know I like to be interactive. And this is my first time doing this particular type of stream. So I'm trying to test it out, see what we can do here. All right.
Was the definition.
But basically, the point of this clip right here, Nori going to talk about, if you don't know who Nori is, he's a rapper turned podcaster, right? They got the Drink Champ show. Most of my audience probably know what Drink Champ is.
Saving you out of a record deal. Meaning,
I'm a big Drink Champ fan. But basically, he's talking about how a lot of the times, like these artists, the rap artists, they basically were slaves to their contracts. But now that they're getting into podcasting, building their personal brands, now they actually own something, and now they're actually making real money. So I'm gonna let this clip play and let y'all get some feedback on that.
There's people who sign for life. There's people who's dead. Right. They're still dead right now. They still sign. Yeah. They royalties don't even go to their children. Their royalties don't go to their wife. Because you know why? You signed your life away for 3 times. That means you gotta die 3 times before you get a fucking royalty check. Yeah. Fuck. This is real contracts. I'm not making this up. So podcasting made, I'm sorry, I'm just distinguished, made young black men back rich, made us get back what we gave away. Because you know why? Every last one of us, and I don't know Trick's situation, he probably don't know mine, but all of us signed that first contract just to get out the hood. Yeah. We just that hard as fuck to get out the hood. So we knew that was my lawyer probably said saved my life. Yes, our lawyer probably said this might fuck you up later. You know what we said? Fuck it.
Run that shit.
Get me out the hood. And then after we got out the hood, we said, you know what? We wanted more. And we kept continuing to go more. But guess what? I'm going to be honest with you. For me, it was reggaeton first. It was doing a little bit of new movies. I stopped signing these dumbass contracts. You're the first one to do reggaeton. God damn it. You going to get to that? Yeah, let's get
So I'm going to stop right there. But y'all know I always like to equate the record industry to the cleaning industry when I'm talking about cleaning business. And I say the record labels are kind of like the cleaning franchises. And a lot of times people get in these cleaning franchises and they can't break free from the cleaning franchise because they too addicted to them new contracts that they keep feeding them. Even though all they got to do is get out here, go get on that, get a contracts on their own. But it's just like an independent artist. It's easier just to go ahead and accept, this advance up front with however much it is, 500,000, a million, 20,000, whatever it is, than to actually go grind it out here and earn that 20,000, 500,000 or a million on your own. And it's just like with the cleaning industry, it's easier for you to just accept it from these franchises than to go out here and grind it out, cold call, go door to door and sell the contract on your own. And that's why people be basically enslave themselves and be indebted to these situations because like you want the easy way out. And so now I'm gonna equate that to having a job. A lot of times people keep going back to these jobs even though they know they don't want no job. I used to always like, all right, I want a dream job. I'm trying to think of my dream job. And I never found my dream job until I created it. Right? Because eventually when you build a real company, you're going to have a job and your job is going to be within your company. But I always knew within that job going even as a kid, I knew that, all right, bam, I want to do something to do with marketing. I used to watch these movies like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and shit like that. I wanted to kind of be an inventor. I invent stuff now, I create stuff and sell it, right? I kind of wanted to be like those guys when they had those boardroom meetings on those movies and they'd be showing the little charts and saying what marketing works and what commercials ain't. I do that in my company now. You know what I mean? I wanted to have my own office. I got my own office. I wanted to have my own parking spot, right? I ended up getting my own parking spot. It's like little stuff that I knew that I wanted out of the job. I didn't know what I was going to be, but I just know I wanted to be some type of business person. I wanted to dress up when I was younger. As I got older, I realized that jogging pants are much more better. You know what I mean? I prefer jogging pants now. But when I was younger, I wanted to dress up. And so I created those things for myself. And so we be out here, we chasing all these different situations. Look, and you settle for certain things because it's the easier way out in the short term. But really in the long term, the only way to real freedom is to do it yourself. Okay. And that's why I say get paid to be yourself. Monetize your own brand. Because guess what? If you don't monetize you, somebody else gonna monetize you. Just straight like that. If you don't monetize you, somebody else gonna monetize you. So all of us on social media. All of us on social media. Oh, my wife outside. Give me a second, y'all. Let me let her in. Shit, knocking shit over. Y'all, I was rolling too. I was cooking. Anyway, but all of us on social media, right? But most of us ain't monetized on social media. And so guess what? The social media companies are making money off of you. A lot of times what they say, if you don't know, if you can access something for free, then typically you are the product. All right. So, and I posted the other day, social media is free. So promote your shit. It shouldn't be a day that go past. If you got a company, whether it's a service-based business or a product-based business, whatever type of business or whatever you selling, you need to promote that at least once a day on social media. Take full advantage of this stuff, y'all. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to this clip. And so here he been talking about basically the podcasting and how that basically saved them because they actually own it.
Let's talk about it. Yes, but let me just say something. So for me, it was reggaeton. He was doing movies, and then I started to understand. I didn't even have to. The people love me, right? They don't. All this, the music, all that shit. They followed me. I had the same million that followed me for music, followed me to reggaeton, and they didn't even speak that language. Neither did I. Right.
Stop right there. So listen to this. Some of y'all might have had sales jobs in the past, right? If you work at, let's just say you work at a car dealership, a lot of times if you try to get a Rolodex of customers, right? You keep it in that system at that company that you were working with. You go work at another car dealership. Those people probably not going to follow you over there, are they? Because they really wasn't there for you. They was there for that brand of car. They was there for that company and that brand. But see, if you build yourself into a brand, guess what? You can pivot at any time and you can go do what you want to because the people are actually there for you and not just there for the product itself. And so that's really, I'm literally doing this right now in real time for y'all. I'm pivoting into get paid to be you. I'm still Cleanman's Network ain't going nowhere. That's my company, right? But I'm also like leveraging the fact that I own a personal brand. I have a personal brand, and I know the people that rock with me and they would love my opinion on multiple different things, not just the cleaning industry, right? And so it's like, all right, bam, well, let's take advantage of that. And so that's what Nori is talking about right here about how, like, damn, I thought that I only had to make music because people only rock with me for my music. Like, no, people will rock with you for everything about you if you actually put yourself out there, allow people to get to know you, provide something of value, which in this case could just simply be information. You know what I mean? In his case, it was music at first. That was valuable. Then people got to know him through that. And they said, all right, bam. Then he said, well, guess what? I got this podcast for you now. Oh, actually, he said he went to reggaeton next, right? Okay, bam. Now some of the people fuck with that. Then he moved over to the podcast. Some of the people gonna fuck with that. And you can introduce yourself to a new audience on top of the old people, some of those old people that followed you there too. And so that's what I'm talking about. Like you basically become, I hate to say it because it seems like it's used so generally now, but you kind of become recession proof. You kind of bulletproof yourself to the point where you basically can always have a way to make more money because you're building that personal brand. And that's why I decided I have to bring Get Paid to Be You back. But go ahead.
They followed me. And then I come in the movies. Guess what? I don't know how to act. I'm just being me. I played me every fucking role. I've been in this nigga movie. This nigga made me play me.
That's a good point. He said he played in the movies. He didn't know how to act. I threw conferences and spoke on the stage. I ain't never spoke on stage on my life. I'm not a speaker. Now I just joined Toastmasters to start learning how to speak and become more of a speaker, but I'm not a speaker. But because of that, you know what I mean? Just because of my brand, I hop up there and I can do that shit.
He knew. He didn't say go play a doctor. Go play a fucking dentist. Play Nori, nigga. I play Nori. I've been Nori. So, but then podcast, let me just say something. Right now, the industry is at a standstill because We are actually taking control of our own destiny. Yeah. I'm looking at this show. It's black people here. There's people here that's holding it down. There's people here. We are providing jobs. Yeah. DMX said to me, he stopped dissing. He said on the podcast, he said he don't diss rappers no more. And I said, why you don't diss rappers no more? He said, because every rapper is employing 16 different families. Man. Yeah. Changed my life. So that will be my next ex. Let's go, nigga. I'm in. Give him a shot.
All right, but I'm gonna stop right there, y'all. Well, hopefully y'all see the points of what I'm talking about right there. I got 2 more clips for y'all I want to share. I'm not gonna play this one yet, though. That's gonna be the last one, probably. All right. And he said that's a great explanation, person. I absolutely appreciate that. Shout out to you. All right, shout out to B&B Cleaning Services. Say, hey, AJ, I appreciate you checking in. Shout out to everybody checking in and watching with me today. I know this is a little bit different than what y'all used to from me, but I said I got to share this. I got to share this with y'all, all right? I'm going to share one more thing that I want to share with y'all. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can see this page. I'm going to refresh it for you. Because I think that in the future, I think that your followers, your follower count will be part of your net worth calculation. You know how they always say your network is your net worth? I believe that wholeheartedly, but in a way differently. I think like on a different level. I think that literally when they pile up and stack up your net worth and they say, okay, they own this many houses, this many cars, this many businesses, etc. But they're going to also say, and they also have X amount of followers and influence. They might even categorize it in this much influence. So they're going to take the followers from your Instagram, your YouTube, your TikTok, your Facebook, all that, and add that up, and that'll be part of your net worth as well. Because you got to be, in order to be an influential person, you can't just have money. And you also can't just have fame. You got to have both. I know a lot of my people, y'all like me, with y'all introverts and y'all low key, and y'all don't want to be out there, but I'm just telling you, it is what it is, y'all. Either you got to change with the change or you're going to get left behind. The future is here. I'll never forget, it was a clip I saw way back in the day when I used to always be on my conspiracy stuff. I still watch conspiracy stuff sometime, right? But I used to be down in deep, dark holes that YouTube done scrubbed all those videos off YouTube now. But it was this one clip I saw way back in the day where Mark Zuckerberg said that he wanted to have it to the point where if you aren't on, he say the Facebook back then, and he was like, if you ain't on the Facebook, then it's going to be like as if you never existed on planet Earth. And that's kind of where we already are, y'all. Y'all out when you meeting people that outside. What's the first thing they usually ask? What's your Instagram? Right? What how can I contact you? A lot of people don't even carry business cards anymore. They just pull you up on social media and see what you got. You know what I mean? Like Instagram is really your business card now. And that's where people go to verify you. Just like when I'm on YouTube and I find somebody interested, as I'm listening to their video, I'll click off and say, hold up, let me go find them on Instagram. Let's see what they talking about. You know what I mean? If they're really, really interested, let me go find you on Facebook and see what you like in your local city. Because that's usually where your local people are, right? On your Facebook page. So I'm telling y'all, I mean, y'all kind of like, you too good for the internet. You don't want to do that. I get it, y'all. I was the same way. But I'm a fast learner. You got to build this personal brand, especially if you want to make a difference in this world. And if you want that ultimate freedom, which I'm all about.
Take chances and gamble on myself and say, well, I'll brand me first. And once I brand me, then everyone will want to be associated with me because I am the brand guru. I survived because I was able to take chances and gamble on myself and say, well, I'll brand me first. And once I brand me, then everyone will want to be associated with me because I am the brand guru.
There you go. So we all know Snoop everywhere, right? We already know Snoop is everywhere. And so you might be wondering, like, okay, but damn, how did he get this and how did he get that? Well, how he can do this, how he can do it? Because he's the brand himself. And then Jay-Z was very famous for saying, I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man. And so that's the mindset that we all got to start having. Because I told y'all this before, because I know a lot of y'all, again, a lot of us that's watching me right now, y'all in the cleaning industry. But remember, I told y'all about how, like, okay, what if The Rock came to, went door to door. He went to start a cleaning business. He went door to door with flyers. You think he got a better chance of closing the deal than you? Absolutely. Just simply because they know who he is. Simply because they know who he is. You know what I mean? And that's how powerful a brand is. Like even when I walk in restaurants sometime, when I started building some little notoriety myself, and when I walk in a restaurant, I can get what I want from a restaurant manager if they know who I am before I can get what I want from them by trying to bribe them with money. because one, that's kind of frowned upon anyway. They try to, use your money to get what you want out of life. Versus if you use your name and likeness, your personality, and you walk, oh, AJ, hey, come on, bro, you ain't gotta wait over there. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the point here. Like, look at your brand as almost like your reputation, basically. Like, who do people know? What do they associate you with? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna jump in here. What we got up here? Gina Renee says, "Are you checking automations while live? Checking automations? Not sure what you mean by that. I'm checking comments. if you asking them, can I see your comment? I can. I'm live right now. All right." But hopefully y'all can see exactly what I'm saying by that. You look at guys like Master P. Master P posts his brand every single day. Cereal, chips, shoes, all type of stuff, right? But he's able to sell all these different things because he's him. So no matter what happens, Jake Paul, that motherfucker made it all the way up to fight Mike Tyson last night, all from social media. He wasn't like, and then that's the thing too. People will be like, well, he ain't no celebrity. They're just a social media person. I'm telling y'all, social media people are the new celebrities. How many times have y'all, I've been looking at NBA games and I'll see like a person that I recognize from social media sitting out there on the front rows and stuff. Tell me they're not celebrities. They are. Whether you want to hate on them or not, whether you want to accept it or not, it is what it is. This is the new normal. And again, this ain't about because we want to be rich and famous. We want to be rich, probably not famous, right? But it's not about because we want to be famous. It's because we want to be influential, because we want to be able to make a difference. And so what I'm saying is, like, for example, my goal from the beginning was always, all right, I don't like the way this world is. I feel like it's some shit fucked up. And so initially I thought that, okay, well, I'm gonna run for office. I'm gonna be the mayor. I'm gonna be, this or that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the president, right? Or whatever. I never really wanted to be the president. But, I was thinking like I could be the mayor or the senator or something like that and make change. Until I got into that and quickly learned, well, they're not really the ones who's in charge. It's the business people. It's the influential people. They get those guys and pay them to pass the laws that they want passed. And they can do it behind the scenes. B&B Cleaner says, yes, they are actually bigger. And that's a fact. That's a fact. You look at some of these big brands, who are they coming to? They come to the creators. That's why they call them influencers, because they're influential. You know what I mean? So start thinking about this type of stuff. It ain't just about, okay, the money, because guess what? Sometimes brand can influence more than money can. Right now, who's really the richest person in the world? We don't know. Y'all think we say Elon Musk. We say Elon Musk, but we really don't know. Is these trillionaires that we don't know that's behind the scenes? They got families, and Saudi Arabia motherfuckers, right? And so, but if the richest person in the world actually walked into this office and he wanted to do something with me versus Elon Musk walked into the office and said he wanted to do something with me. Now, me, I'm different, but let's just say I wasn't like how I was. I probably would roll with Elon just because I know who he is and he got the money. Versus this person is like, yeah, you got money, but who is you? I don't even know what you do, none of this. You know what I mean? So it's like when you got that brand around you, when people actually know who you are, you get way more traction with it. You get way more influence with it. You get way more control with it. All right. I got one more slide, one more clip for y'all. I'm gonna play this and then hopefully it will play. And then I'm gonna jump in there and we're gonna do some Q&A a little bit. By the way, I did really. So I told y'all I bought my course back, right? The Clean Business, the Get Paid to Be You program. So I'm dropping that link in there. That is a program that usually sells for $997, so $1,000. I'm rebuilding it right now. I'm gonna drop it officially on Friday. But in the meantime, while I'm rebuilding it, you can get. And by the way, it's gonna be subscription model. Y'all know I do everything subscription, right? Because recurring revenue is the key, and they talked about that in that first clip. All right, and SaaS companies too, as I told y'all before, get the highest multiple if you ever go to sell. So keep that in mind as well. And that's why I like commercial cleaning as well, because even though it's not necessarily a SaaS company, but it's a recurring revenue model. So because you got those contracts in place. And they say my connection is breaking up, so hopefully y'all can still hear me okay. There it goes, like it's back now. But anyway, so I'm gonna play this next clip and then we'll jump into some more feedback on that. Oh yeah, but I forgot to say, so I brought back the Get Paid to Be You program. What it talks about is basically building your personal brand. So I'm gonna show you how to set up and build a YouTube channel, podcast, all of that type of stuff. Then we're gonna show you how to create intellectual property that it can help you get paid in your sleep. All right. And then I'm also going to show you how to use affiliate marketing to start getting paid right now. Because a lot of these times where you got all these different ideas, but it don't take money to make money, right? Well, if you do affiliate marketing, you could just sell something that already exists and be making money like instantly. But in order to do all of this stuff and make this money online, you first got to build that personal brand. That is the easiest way that I know of to sell anything without having a bunch of marketing dollars to go behind it. Just build yourself up, build your own following up, and then sell it after that. Okay. If you ain't got a big brand to sell, y'all want to come out with new t-shirt lines and you want to put a shoe out or you want to put out, whatever the case may be. Some of y'all got fragrances, right? From your cleaning, but y'all got cleaning products. It's hard to sell it if you ain't got nobody to market to. You keep posting it every day on your fucking Facebook page. It ain't nobody on there but your local hating ass community. Nobody's going to buy it, right? So you got to learn how to start putting yourself out there and expand past that small town where you're from so you can actually generate real money, because guess what? We don't want supporters. We want customers. You see what I'm saying? Customers going to come back because they're actually there for you and for that product. All right. So I'm going to play this clip right here because I talked about this. How old is this video right here? This video right here is 6 years ago. And it might be even be a re-upload, knowing how I do. And I'm going to play this and I'm going to react to this and see if I said anything good in it. So here we go. So what's up, y'all? Shout out to Alan, Mastermind Group member, aka AJs, who's in the Mastermind Group. He requested that I do this video on personal branding. He wanted to know basically how to get started. And I also wanted to cover the importance of personal branding. So as y'all know, my personal brand has done a lot for me in particular because, for one, I'm able to sell a book. Like I have my ebook on Amazon, Is It a Scam? The Truth About Commercial Cleaning Franchises, that sells on Amazon. And every day since I released it back in, 2015, I think I released that book, it's been selling. I get at least some type of royalty check. It's not always a big one, but I get at least a royalty check every single month since I released 2 years ago, all because I have a personal brand, right? So that's number one. I can do
Like,
Man, I did all that talking. My ass was
without
on mute.
even
My
applying
bad,
for a
y'all.
job
I
or
was
even
gone.
wanting a job necessarily, just from having a personal brand.
My bad. I forgot I had put the thing on mute. But anyway, basically what I was saying, I'll sum it up. But anyway, what I was saying was, I was talking about how I wrote that book back then. Okay. I was talking about how I wrote the book back then. And right. And bam. So I wrote Is It a Scam the Truth About Commercial Cleaning Franchise. I also wrote this book again this year. Just dropped this year, y'all. So let me make myself bigger so y'all can see it a little bit. All right. So I wrote this book this year, the Entrepreneur Guide book. And what this book basically talks about is entrepreneurship in general. All right. And so these are streams that you can create for yourself that are passive. So I'm like, yes, do that one thing. Okay. Do the one thing, and go all in on it, because that's what's gonna get you rich. But you're gonna have to have some type of backup, because guess what? You might have net 30 contracts coming in. You might not get paid sometime. I had a lot of different backup plans where shit got tough or something went wrong. And so this is one example right here where you can write a book. I did an ebook, and then I also did a physical book. All right, these are things that you can do, and you do it one time, you get paid for it forever. You can sell that 1,000,000 times over and over and over again. That's called intellectual property, and that's the type of stuff that I talk about in the Get Paid to Be You program. All right, go ahead and hit that play button.
Brand, right, and having an online presence. Whenever I want to launch any type of new product, any type of anything, I can do that and automatically have some type of following for it or demand for it, because I have a personal brand. I have influence because I have a personal brand. I have people who follow me because I have a personal brand, right? So it's very, 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 very important to have a personal brand. Matter of fact, I was listening to Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, the author of Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. And he was telling a story about a guy who worked at McDonald's. And he was saying how this guy, he was always so enthusiastic to go to work. He kept a positive attitude. He always did his job to the best of his ability. And so just his luck, a lady came in. She was some type of high level management within McDonald's Corporation or whatever. And when she got acquainted with the guy, she was so impressed by his enthusiasm and his drive that she left her card for him and told him, if you ever want to do a McDonald's franchise, own your own McDonald's franchise, let me know, and I'll help you with that. So about a few months went by, he gave her a call, and they came up with some type of creative financing where he was able to open his own McDonald's franchise. And I think that's just funny, because I kind of had the same story with me getting the job down at Jam Pro in a whole nother state because of my personal brand and the way that I carry myself, et cetera, et cetera.
So let's talk about that. That's why another reason why it's so important to build your personal brand, because guess what? It's not just internet money. Because I know a lot of y'all not that technical. I know a lot of y'all don't care to be. I am, right? Clearly. But, well, guess what? I was able to leverage my personal brand in the real world as well. I literally was able to get moved from Virginia to Florida. They paid for everything. Moved me and my family to Florida. Gave me a job to work in Jam Pro because of what I was able to show that I knew, and show that who I was on the internet. They literally saw my YouTube videos. It really started from a lady out in Vegas. She was a master franchise owner out in Vegas for Janet King. She saw my videos, asked me would I be willing to move out there, and said she loves my message, she loved my mindset, she think I would be a great salesperson for her. And at that time, I was just kind of burnt out with my cleaning business anyway. And I was like, you know what? And my house had just got broken in. So we were kind of looking to move. We were planning to move to Atlanta. But when she came, I said, fuck it. I go to Vegas. It's hot. As long as it's hot, I'm good. I need somewhere with the sun at. But anyway, so long story short, let me make sure my damn shit ain't muted, right? Okay. So I am here. All right. But anyway, long story short, though, I took that information to Jam Pro, let them know, hey, Janet King offered me a job. I just want to make sure they no non-compete and non-issues and nothing like that. They were like, shit, we didn't know you would take a job. We'll offer you a job if that's the case. So anyway, long story short, I met with Jam Pro Corporate International or whatever, and they met with the guy who owned the master franchise owner here in Jacksonville. They actually paid and moved me out here. And again, all of this is because I put myself out here on the internet. You know what I mean? That shit has saved me too, because guess what? The job that they gave me when I got down here paid me more than my company ever did. Because even though my company was grossing way more than what the salary they gave me,
the salary that I was able to get from my company after I set up a system and was paying everybody and all of that shit, I won't making nothing for real. You know what I mean? So that, again, it's one more way how a personal brand can help you, not just on the internet. All right. So now I already talked about how I'm making ebooks and physical books and able to sell it because imagine this, you write a book if you want to without an audience. You just wasted your damn time because you ain't got nobody to sell it to. And Robert Kiyosaki told me this again way back in the day. He said, it's not about when you got a best-selling book, the key word is bestseller. It ain't best written. You know what I mean? So it's like, you might can joke on. I think in my first book, I definitely had a bunch of typos in it. I think this one I only had maybe 1 or 2 I saw spotted, but because this one I actually had editors and everything. That first one was 100% self-published, and I just got it done, right? But the point is, you got to have that brand, though. You got to. It take you so many places. This thing physically moved me out of the projects, literally, all the way to Florida, and we moved into a gated neighborhood from the day one when we got here. Then also, not too long ago, I was offered the exact same thing, a master franchise opportunity, just because of me having a personal brand. So it's very important to create your personal brand, and most importantly, an online presence. I was talking to some entrepreneurs not too long ago, and they don't really see the value yet in the online presence. But what people got to realize, this is where it's at. It's not going nowhere. You got to have your likes up on Facebook. You got to have your likes up on Instagram. If you can do Twitter, that's good too. YouTube is huge because you can rank easily on Google if you got YouTube videos. So it's very important, right? And so Alan asked me where would I recommend that you start if you wanted to start building your personal brand. I can tell you this. I was listening to Ty Lopez the other day, and he said, well, one way to look at it is, where are the most people at? And that the answer to that is Facebook. So he said he recommended you start on Facebook first. And you got to remember, this is a 6-year-old video, so that's not the answer today where the most people are. I don't know. It could be, but I don't think it is. And use a Facebook page, pay for ads, so that way you can advertise to the people that might be interested in your stuff and just grow that way. I didn't start at Facebook. I started with YouTube, right? So I started with YouTube, and then I worked my way over into Instagram, and then now I'm starting to somewhat build my Facebook up, but mainly YouTube, right? So I recommend YouTube first. Some people don't want to put their face out there, but I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be very hard to build a personal brand without putting your face out there. So you can do it, but it just might be harder. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too, because I know a lot of people are afraid about that part. They automate faceless YouTube channels. Again, it can be done. It's not impossible. I've seen plenty of channels do it successfully, but it will be harder just because it's hard for people to. It's harder to believe you if I can't see you. You know what I mean? You up here, you saying all this and that, but it's like, okay, well, show me you so I can know it's real. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna be harder. Also, by doing it that way, it kind of negates the whole part of building your personal brand. Like, if people don't know who you are and you build this big old brand, you won't be able to leverage it in certain ways. All right, so just keep that in mind too. And then as far as YouTube, I highly recommend starting with YouTube. If you're gonna start with anything you want to build a personal brand, I say YouTube over everything. One, because they pay. It's easiest to get paid from. Instagram, I mean, some people get paid from Meta, Facebook and Instagram, all that. Some people get paid from TikTok. But from my experience, YouTube is the #1 place where you can get paid online from your content. So that's the first one. The second one is, today, this is the best time for brand new people to get started on YouTube. I've never seen so many small YouTube and new YouTube channels being pushed out there right now. This is the time for sure. Like, they really changed their algorithm a lot. And then third, typically on Facebook, ain't nobody up there but your local people. And I don't know how it is where y'all from, but almost everybody that I speak to, anybody that's from a small town, they're not supporting you. All right, unless you just demand from kindergarten or you was that girl from kindergarten, typically they're not about to just hop on you. You know what I mean? So what you got to do is you got to get out here. You got to find your tribe. And one of the easiest ways to do that is on YouTube. Instagram, I don't know the hell going with their algorithm. You can have 500,000 followers and they won't share shit to nobody. Facebook, again, you got to have a lot of shares to really go off up there. And if you ain't from a place where everybody gonna support you already, don't expect them to start doing it then. So YouTube is the best place where you can do it. All right. So, but some people like to go to podcast route, and you can go to podcast route, but you just won't be seen, which will make it harder for you to have that personal brand. But again, it is possible to do it. So I will start with YouTube or Facebook. For that, personally, I chose YouTube and then just kind of grew from there. Instagram is good too because it's easy to get found on Instagram, because Instagram will, if they see that you have good engagement, they'll put you on the suggested page or the the search page where people can find you easily. Also, you can use hashtags easily on Instagram, which helps people to find you as well. So if y'all posting stuff and you're not, I don't think hashtags on Slant, nobody even search those anymore, but you still try it though. Using hashtags, I don't know why. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about what other people think. They go, oh, you hungry for likes because you're using all those hashtags. No, I'm trying to get discovered. I'm building a brand. That's why I'm using all those hashtags, okay? Let's talk about that real quick. And y'all hear a lot about this as I'm getting into more of this topic each week. Please stop worrying about what other people think. In the words of the great AJ Simmons, fuck them motherfuckers. Right? Fuck them motherfuckers. You cannot let the opinion of these people stop you from getting your bag. Stop letting the opinions of these motherfuckers get in your head to the point where you won't even put yourself out there to get to the money. You know what I mean? Like, these are most people are mediocre people. They followers. They don't have a brain of their own. All they do is groupthink. Everybody say this is the cool damn shoes to wear, they're gonna put on those shoes. Everybody say this is the cool song, they're gonna play that song over and over like a goddamn robot. Know every word. You know what I mean? Like, everybody follows. What the fuck is you trying to impress them for? And then I got a phrase I always say, well, everybody's trying to fit in so they can stand out. But how the hell is you going to do that if you fitting in? The whole point is to be outstanding, but you can't be outstanding if you fitting in. You know what I mean? Like, you got to stand out in order to be outstanding. All right? So stop worrying and overthinking. Well, they going to think this. Well, they going to say who you think you is. Now, all that bullshit, fuck them motherfuckers. Don't worry about what nobody else said. Build that personal brand. And a lot of them people you worried about, these people you went to high school with, college with, you probably ain't gonna see them motherfuckers ever again anyway, especially if you like me and you up and left that small town. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers you ain't never gonna see again. And then even if you do, guess what? So, like, what the fuck? Like, what is these people doing so much greater than what you're doing that they got the room to judge you and make you feel bad about yourself? They ass ain't shit either. Do what you got to do. Put yourself out there. So personal brand can take you a very long way. Okay. I have a very low turnover rate in my cleaning business because of my personal brand. A lot of people stick around with me, and sometimes I might say something that don't make sense to people all the time, but they'll take my word for it just because, you know what, that's AJ. I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna listen to him. You know what I mean? All because I built a personal brand. Okay. So it's very important. And I recommend that you do, even if you start on Facebook on your personal profile, just start. You don't have to necessarily be like an entrepreneur and post all of these motivational quotes like the way that I chose to do it. You can do just stand for something. Yeah. You can post political stuff, whatever you stand for in politics. Just post that stuff nonstop, and you'll start to notice once you start being your most authentic self, unapologetically in front of people will follow you. Why? Because all right, that's a very important point, y'all. Once you get into this, do not make the mistake of choosing the thing that you think will go viral or choosing the thing that you think other people want to see. Choose what feels good to you, because guess what? You're going to have to do that shit for a long time if you start building some traction. So make sure you enjoy it, because other people are going to resonate with you. I don't care what you think. You know what I mean? If you think that there's talking trees out there somewhere, you're going to find at least 1,000 people out here in this world that's going to follow and say, yeah, I think trees talk too. You know what I mean? No matter what you stand for, if you just stand for that, be bold and confident about it, people will follow you. I remember I was so curious to figure out why in the world do people follow me on YouTube when I first started, because you got so many people that you can follow out here. So why me? You know, but when you look at it, I said, well, you know what? They like they like how I'm authentic, right? I can't talk this morning, but they like how I'm authentic. And then also the fact that I have knowledge on a topic that nobody else is covering. So I found a niche. So I'm talking about cleaning businesses and cleaning franchises in particular, something that most people don't talk about or don't know about. and then I'm giving it to them in a way that they can understand it on a lower level, like on a level where I'm not using a bunch of big words. I'm not afraid to talk slang while still communicating the actual point. You know what I mean? While I'm still being intelligent with it, but I'm talking on a person-to-person level. You know what I mean? So just build. First off, figure out what you stand for. What do you believe in? What do you want to provide? How can you serve more people? What can you do to provide value? Okay, that's the number one thing. If you want to network with anybody, if you want to build with anybody, if you want to grow your personal brand, and figure out what can I do to provide value. Okay, so just like right now in the mastermind group, we provide more value because we're starting to open up to more. I'm gonna touch on that real quick too, because a lot of times we think we got to hide this and we got to hide that before we can even have room to talk. And I'm with you to an extent, right? Like you gotta, like sometimes people should shut the fuck up. They ain't done nothing yet. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people opinions on things are just not valid because they're not educated enough on the topic. So yes, you should know enough to speak on a particular topic. But don't sit here and think you got to have the most perfect camera, the most perfect microphone, the perfect logo, all of the branding. Man, I'm telling you, these days, the more real you can be, the better, because that's how you're going to stand out anyway, because everything's so fake. So all of the real shit is actually... Cat Williams said that shit earlier this year when he went on Club Shay Shay. He said that this is going to be the year of the truth. And it is. That's why I'm seeing all of these YouTube just come up, doing the same style that I've been doing for years. You know what I mean? What's the lady named Dodash? I don't know if y'all seen that. Been going crazy on that. And it's because she's real. She hopped on that motherfucker. She ain't act like she had it all together. She ain't try to say, I'm rich and this is why you need to do this. No, she's like, fuck it. I'm struggling. I'm out here. But this is what I'm trying to do to fix it. And hey, this is what I'm doing. You could do it if you want to do it. That's exactly what I did. I said, hey, I found this cleaning business. Now, I mean, and really, I started with cleaning franchise. I didn't know no better then, right? But hey, I found this cleaning franchise opportunity. Shit, it got me out of job. If you want to do it, go do it. You know what I mean? That's how you can do it. Then, as I got more educated, and I said, oh shit, I think I fucked up, y'all. Maybe you shouldn't fuck with that. But I created this new solution for y'all. So y'all, even if you don't do that, well, you can come do this, right? But and that's the good thing about having a personal brand too, is you get to be human. Right. So when you get up here and you try to create, that's when you fuck up, because now you got to be perfect. Now you got to look like you always got it together no matter what. Versus like me, I don't create. Document, but it's another word. My document is what it is. But anyway, I thought I had another word for it. But anyway, but I document though. I just make it up as I go. I show you how it is. And then you look at this video now, like you can see some differences, right? And you can see that, like how I was then. And if you go back even older than this video, you'll see even, you know what I mean, even other differences, right? In the video. And that's the best way to be, because it also, over time, it'll prove your authenticity. Now people don't got a second guess. Well, damn, should I buy this product from her? Because where the fuck she even come from? Who is this motherfucker? You know what I mean? Versus if you've been up there for the whole time, they can go to your channel, click on videos and click on oldest and see that you've been started. See that you've been show people how you got from this to this. You ain't just no person out of the blue trying to act like you got it together. You know what I mean? So again, don't be scared to just put yourself out there just how you are. Stop thinking that everything got to be perfect first. Or different income streams. Oh, one more thing before I go into that. Shout out to, because that's awesome. Shout out to a couple people actually. Lifetime Education LLC just got into the Get Paid to Be You program. So make sure y'all be like Lifetime Education LLC and click that link in the comments right here. I'm gonna paste it again. They just took action. Make sure you take action, y'all. So what I'm doing again, just a reminder, I'm gonna have the course completely updated and released by Black Friday. All right. But it is in there the way it is. And I ain't gonna lie, the way it is now, it kind of show y'all too much of certain parts. So if you do get in there now, then you're gonna be able to know some things. Because when I update it, a lot of that shit I'm gonna take out, because it shows you stuff that, one, it shows you stuff that ain't gonna benefit me now, right? But it also shows you other ways to do it than what the new ways are. New ways gonna be great, and it's gonna be more convenient, because I'm gonna show you how to do things more free. Some of those ways I'm showing you now is more fees involved, but it's always good to know both ways so you can have options. So if you get in there now, you'll be able to know this way I'm showing you now, and then once I upgrade it, you'll be able to see the new ways. All right. But module 2 and 3 is the main ones that's like really, actually, I guess that's 3 and 4. It's 4 modules. But module 3 and 4 about the intellectual property and about the make money now, those two sections right there, those don't get major overhauls for anybody that's getting in there now. And then the beginner sections, they pretty much good. I'm just going to redo them and make them look newer, basically. But anyway, also the good thing about getting in there now is a one-time payment. You get in there now, you in there for life. All right. Versus after I drop it on, what day is that? Black Friday. It's going to be subscription model for sure. And I'm going to start off cheap, though. I am going to start off cheap. It's going to be $10 a month. Then it's going to go to $27 a month. And then it's going to go to $49 a month, just like I did Calculated Clean. So this will be my third software. Well, not software, but my third recurring revenue service. And y'all also know I'm getting back to the cleaning industry. So that's also going to be a recurring revenue service, right? And so I'm trying to build an empire of these things, right? And I encourage you to do so. And so the people that's going to get paid to be you, those are going to be my new tribe people where it's like, okay, what AJ doing now? How is he monetizing now? So if you want to have those multiple different streams of income and you trying to follow my lead by doing it, this is where you want to be at to get paid to be you. All right. But anyway, I'm going to keep coming with these and y'all will get it later for those who are lost out here again. But anyway, let's go. I had one more thing. Might as well shout you out too, even though this ain't the topic today. But shout out to supremeexpressions.org. They just got in the cleaning business automation program. So shout out to you about to level up that cleaning business. That we provide, like CJ is in there. Y'all know CJ, the one that I interviewed that said he was doing $60,000 a month in revenue in his cleaning business. Well, he's also into Shopify. And so he's starting to train people to do Shopify stores. I'm trying to think, but he just showed a mastermind group member yesterday, I believe it was, and she said she's well on her way to making $200 a day on Shopify. So we start, and I show you how to do that today now and get paid to you program. I've been Shopify for I don't know over 10 years, and it's so many things you can do on Shopify. You'll be amazed. Woman that you already feel like you have the most engagement on, start there and go super hard on it. Post 4 to 5 times a day. Make your stuff organized. I know mine ain't always organized, but sometimes a lot of content can overpower sloppy content, right? So, and that's the route that I take. However, yeah, that's the route that I take because I'm lazy and I got a hustle mentality that I really need to grow out of. I'm gonna tell you now, after doing this for 10 years now on YouTube, quality is over quantity. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but don't let that stop you. Still, until you can get quality, do quantity. Just throw it out there, and then because guess what's gonna happen? Eventually, you're gonna get that the watch hours and the subscriber count to monetize. Then once you monetize, eventually you're gonna get a check from YouTube. Once you get that check, start getting checks from YouTube, you could take that money, go reinvest it in higher quality things like cameras, microphones, etc. But don't do that shit from the beginning. That's one thing I never do, and people who do that annoy me. Never, ever, 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 ever. Like, obviously here and there, sometimes when you start in a company, you're gonna have to come out of pocket with some seed money. But for the most part, every business I ever started, it has to fund itself. I'm selling it before I even started. Like, for example, if you start a cleaning business today, remember I always tell y'all, don't pay for no damn insurance yet. Go get a contract first. Then once you get a signed contract, then go get the insurance, because that way that money can pay for that, right? So as much as you possibly can, try to be as lean as you can when you start in a business. Any type of, I don't care what it is. Do your best not to spend no money. All right. So when it comes to YouTube stuff, keep it minimal. Stop trying to go all out. Stop trying to be the biggest and the best, because you're going to mess up anyway. You're going to be trash anyway a lot of time. When you first get started with anything, you're not going to be the best from the beginning. So go ahead and get the practice out the way with the raggedy stuff. And then as you get better with it, as you can generate some money from it, then we use that money to reinvest. And that's when we start getting the quality coming in. If you can brand your stuff, like, for example, every time you make an Instagram post and you put a red background with black letters, do that every single time, and that'll be like your stamp, right? Or every time you upload a video to YouTube, have a background, and you can go to canva.com to design this stuff for free, right? And just and make sure that all of your thumbnails match. You know what I mean? If you do on Facebook, you can do like, I don't know, like make a little like some type of theme. Like when you first start off your status that you about to post, maybe you put pound thought for the day, colon, and then you type in your little blurb for the day, right? Or anything, but just find a way to get people engaged, figure out a way to provide value for people, and not just something that you think people want, or you think that you can do because like everybody else is doing it. Figure out what you really can provide value in. Like what is it, something that you know that other people should know? You know what I mean? And then just do that. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that's going to make people money or going to help people with business. Facts. Be clear on that. What is something that you know that you think other people should know? And so I knew I always been in business, right? I started at a very, very early age, so that was the niche that I picked. But just because that's what I'm doing, that don't mean that's what you got to do. So don't think, well, AJ, I can't do that. I don't know enough about business. I'm just getting started. I ain't tell you to talk about this. If you know about bears, get on this motherfucker and talk about bears. I'm telling you, there's people out there that want to hear it. And no matter what it is, if you know the difference between a Logitech camera, because that's what I'm looking at right now, and a damn panoramic, I don't know, Panasonic camera, okay, we'll get up here and talk about it. I'm telling you, there is a demographic for you no matter what you want to discuss, no matter what you want to show. If you do comedy, get your ass up here and get to joking. Do some skits. If you can sing, hop on this motherfucker, do some covers. If you can rap, get on here and rap. Matter of fact, that's a new segment I'm going to do too. I probably put it on these. As I start to grow these and get better with these, I'm probably going to open these up with a freestyle every week. I'm a little under the weather today, but as I start doing these, I probably, you know what I mean? You ain't no telling where I'm going to take this up. Because I'm me, and I'm literally just getting paid to be me. As I'm sitting here, I don't know how many ads y'all might have saw, right? I don't know, and I told YouTube to be aggressive with the ads too, right? Now, I got YouTube, what is it called, Red or YouTube Premium? It used to be Red. That's my age showing, right? But I got YouTube Premium, so I don't see the ads. But that's one of the best investments you can make too. You won't miss that money. If you ever thought about it, trust me, get it. Especially if you in the field and you clean buildings and you want to play YouTube and put your headphones on and put the phone in your pocket, close the screen, YouTube Premium is definitely highly recommended. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. It could just be something that's entertaining, but whatever it is, just make sure that you're providing something that people want, but they don't already have, or they want, but they don't have it enough. They don't have enough of it. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully that was able to help. If y'all got more, all right, I'm gonna stop it right there, y'all. And really, that's my last video for today. I'm gonna do these every Saturday, y'all. And I'm telling you now, this is the future, y'all. This is the future. If you don't have a personal brand, it's gonna be like you don't exist. And here's the other thing. That's why it's important to make sure you know how to get paid to be you. Content creation is gonna take the place of 9-to-5 jobs. All right. We are each other's entertainment now. People watch YouTube more than they watch TV. People watch YouTube more than Netflix. Right? Like, this is it. This is it. This is the new entertainment, but it's also the new education. And so you need to be a part of this new economy that's coming in to create an economy. But do not, because none of us wanted jobs, right? We don't want no job. So make sure that you understand how to monetize that brand too. And when I say monetize, I'm talking about create intellectual property. I'm talking about how to become affiliates for other brands and products, how to basically maximize the amount of revenue that you can make from simply being yourself. And that's why I call it Get Paid to Be You, y'all, because I simply get paid for simply being myself. And so hopefully y'all got a lot from this, Miss Almetric. I see you checking in. Appreciate you. You said you sent somebody to me. I appreciate that. Hopefully, let them know that you sent them, so that way, I throw that affiliate commission. Appreciate that, y'all. But anyway, happy Saturday to y'all. Hopefully, y'all got something from this. I'm gonna do this every Saturday at 12, and then once the actual community drops, because I'm putting together a whole community around the course. It won't just be a course no more for the Get Paid to Be You. It's gonna be a full-fledged community. We're gonna get in there, and every week every day, because it's gonna be like I said, community. But every day we're gonna talk about how we can build our brands, make more money online, make more money offline, but just making multiple streams of income in a passive way, right? And taking our brands to the next level. All right, so that's what I got for y'all. Happy Saturday. Y'all stay safe out here. Enjoy your weekend. I'm out. Headed to the top. There ain't none of
y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show.